So you can get online, check it out, give me a call if you want to book in for a reading to make sure that you don't miss out, and we can actually put you down for a particular time. Then what else have we got here? Okay, today we're doing card of the day, which is the Three of Wands. Okay, so there's the card. Now I have that up on the page with the meaning, okay? But what the Three of Wands is all about, when I actually look at that card myself, it's reminding me that I need to have time to myself to connect, okay, and do my meditations, because meditation is the perfect way to start on your spiritual journey if you're wanting to get in contact with spirit and also get stronger with your psychic abilities, okay? So that's what that reminds me of when I look at it. Now, it doesn't say that in the textbooks, okay, but it's just getting out there in the open and, you know, meditating, going for walks in the country and having some freshness and freedom about, okay? Now, it also means too, it's about being success and being independent, your goals being fulfilled, sharing ideas with the world. So if it's about running your own business as well too, okay, and being successful at that regardless of what's happening around you. It's time to shine, okay, just like we're in 2017 and the 17, which is the star number in the tarot deck, okay? So let yourself shine, okay? Have that winning attitude, all right? Now, I'm going to do a tea leaf reading today, and I'm also going to use the cards, My First Tarot. So my first tarot was created by, I'll show you one of the cards here. This is the Ace of Cups. This is your love card, okay? This can be new beginnings or fresh start with your relationships, okay? Now, you will find a picture of that on my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. Now, just like your normal tarot cards, okay, they have the same meaning. But with this, there's a little bit of a twist. Now, you'll see that on each card, we have got 8 messages, okay? And then we deal out 8 cards. So here's our sheet here, which shows us how we're going to deal it, okay? So we've got our 8 cards. Now, our first card is our top left card, and we read the top left box. Now, that is all about you, who you are, okay? A little bit like doing the Celtic cross, okay, but this has got all the information there for you. Our top right card, this is our distant past, so we read the top right box, okay. The third card is the second one down on the left, so we would read the second box down on the left, and this is our recent past, okay. Then we go to the fourth card, which is what is happening now. We read the second box down on the right. Then we've got the third card down on the left, third box down on the left. That's what's coming up. Sixth card, this is what's happening around you. Not necessarily about you, but what's happening around you, and it can still affect you. Bottom left card, we read the bottom left box, and that's our advice from our guides. And then our bottom right card is the outcome, the current future, and then you read the bottom right box, okay? So it's all really easy. It's there on the sheet there for you, explaining how to read it. They are the most accurate cards that I have ever come across. I'm so impressed with them. So I will be doing a reading with those today too, and another one as well too that I love reading with is the Cup of Destiny. Now I'm going to try and tip this up without spilling it, because this is for our reader today. So the Cup of Destiny, I can't pull it over too much closer, sorry, because I'll be dripping all over my computer. But you can see symbols around the inside of the cup, okay? So you're looking at the symbols, the tea leaves that land in the symbols, and also to any pictures that you might see in there. So this is amazing pictures in this cup here. I've got in here that There's a wedding in there. So I've put the pictures up on this page, but whoever gets this reading, I'm actually seeing a wedding come up for them as well too. So let's start with our first caller, okay? And I have got Linda from Point St. Lucie from Florida in USA. Are you there, Linda?
Yes, I am. Hi, how are you? How are you this evening?
I'm very good, Linda. How are you? What's happening on your side of the world?
I'm sorry, come again, please?
What's happening on your side of the world?
What's happening in my side of the world? Nothing much. Just been taking care of my dog and taking care of my mother's house. My mother isn't here at the moment. She hasn't been feeling good, but anyways. So, you know, I've been busy doing things like this, taking care of the house and my dog. And also, I have a dog. I have he's half Chihuahua and Jack Russell. His name is Michael.
All right, I want to do the tea leaf reading for you. I want to do the tea leaf reading for you because a dog has actually come up in the tea leaf reading. So I want to do that for you. Now, what's your question, Linda? How can I help you tonight?
Well, my love life has been sucking for the last 20 years. Will it pick up? Will I find true love, real love? Will we both be in love with each other? Is it a man? Is it a woman? I know love is, you know, how do you say it? That you never know who you're going to fall in love with, a man or a woman. You know, it all depends on God. You know, it's up to God. I don't know. And will I still continue to live in Florida?
The first thing I actually wanted to ask you when it came to that, are you interested in the same sex? So I'm picking up that it actually could be someone of the same sex. And maybe you haven't got your eyes open to that.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a lot of boyfriends in my lifetime, but, you know, they weren't, you know, mature enough to continue the relationship. You know, God forbid you talk about marriage, you know, they get like, oh. I'm just asking questions about marriage, how you feel about it, you know, do you see yourself, you know, just in general. And they get like, okay. You know how guys are, you know?
Well, the first thing that I'm getting for you, I am feeling as though maybe you need to look at the same sex, so maybe looking at another woman, if you're open to that. But that was the first thing, and I suppose too that's been on my mind this week as well, because here in Australia we've got a vote. You know, we've not allowed equality here when it comes to same-sex marriage, so it's a big thing here at the moment, and we're trying to get it to come in, and I don't know why they just don't allow it, really, because it's just been...
I want to know for sure, do you actually really see me with a woman, and will we be happy for a very long time together? Will we live together for many years to come until death do us apart? Will we get married, or will we just live together happily?
Okay, so in the tea leaves, what I do have is a wedding, okay? So I've got a lady pointing towards the future saying that you really need to just look to the future and stop looking back, okay? Don't think about the people that you've been with before and what's happened. Don't worry about society and what society thinks, okay, because there's also an arrow that's pointing back which shows that you really do reflect too much about what's happened in the past. Do you understand that? You know, with what's happened in the past and comparing, okay? So we want to stop. So we want to stop comparing people to who it is that we've been in the past, okay? So look forward to the future. We've got this lady that's saying, look to the future, just keep going and don't look back. Now, the little dog has come through, okay? And I'm seeing that you're trying to train him, okay? I've got him sitting there and he's acting really obediently and just looking up at you like, I haven't done anything wrong, but he's obviously done something that's a bit naughty, okay? So that's what I'm actually seeing in the cup is this cute little doggy that's sitting there and he's just looking at you and you're pointing at, get outside, just get outside and behave yourself. Well, has he been peeing in the house?
No. Thank God. No, he's very good. He's very good. He's a year old, and his birthday was July 5th. He just turned 1 year old, and we got him at the Humane Society here in Port St. Lucie. It's about 10 minutes away from here. And we took him home on July 13th.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you,
Thank you. He's a sweetheart. He's a very good dog. He really is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what else I am picking up in the cup for you as well too is about being independent. Now, do you work for yourself?
No, I haven't worked in 15 years. It's been a long time since I worked. Well, I haven't found my niche yet. But my passion is
being independent and doing things for yourself, okay? And you do have success coming up. So broaden your horizons and look at what you can actually do, like working that you can do for yourself.
Like what? Like what? My passion is singing. I'm doing a show in December here in Port St. Lucie in my community. It's called the Cascades. And we're getting ready for a show in December. We're putting on a show. So,
congratulations. I hope you have an awesome time. I see it being
they love me. They love my singing. They enjoy my singing. And everybody asks me, why don't you ever do anything about your singing? You have a beautiful voice. Why don't you sing? That's your passion. You love singing. Why don't you get paid for singing? I always wanted to be successful in singing and be an entertainer. That's what I want to do, be an entertainer, a singer. I like to perform. I enjoy doing that.
Okay. What you need to do is find out...
Do you see that in my future? Do you see that?
Yes. Yep. You need to broaden your horizon, so you need to go out and introduce yourself to people. You need to put your songs on CD, so you can go to maybe the local pubs and clubs. I know down at our local club on a Tuesday they have a special thing for seniors, and the clubs hire people to come in and do the entertainment and sing. So maybe you can even go and approach your local clubs, okay, and see if there's any way that, if they had something special coming up once a week, if you can be involved in some way, like with their bingos and the prizes and stuff that they do. They have entertainment for the elderly during the day. So you could go along and you could introduce yourself to the clubs and give them a CD of what you do. They'd probably like to know a little bit about your personality as well too. So it's getting out there and introducing yourself to people, okay? It's the same when you're looking for a partner. You need to get out and about and do something about it. Like if you're just sitting at home doing nothing, you can't expect to find someone in your life either, okay? So put together a little bit of a resume of where you've sung, the groups that you've sung with, and a recording and a little bit about yourself and what you would like to do.
I definitely would love to do. We do a recording and make a record. I would love to do that. Do a recording of of some songs that I sing beautifully. I sing a lot of songs beautifully.
Well, do that, and you can also save it so it's on email and you can send it out, like get in contact with the people at the different clubs, make the phone calls, and you could even do like a bit of a travelling show as well too, okay, and go to these places. Okay, so give that a look at, okay? But I'll also put up on the post what else I'm picking up as well too. We've got the sunrise. It's just look at things as, you know, another day, another dream, another day, you know, the sun rises again. So just forget about what's happened yesterday and just look at tomorrow and set your goals, okay? So our card of the week is about setting your goals and your goals being fulfilled as well too. And I've also got a jockey on a horse as well, okay? Now that's about money coming in. Okay, so do you like to place bets on the horses?
No, what I do, I play the lottery. I play the lottery, the Powerball, and Mega Million here in Florida.
Well, just here on the cup, okay, up the top, we've also got the horseshoe. Okay, I'm just trying to hold. Oh, there it is. We've got the horseshoe, and then I can see like the jockey where the horseshoe is, and it's the lucky symbol, the horseshoe as well. So I do see money coming in for you, and then just below that was actually where I saw the wedding, okay? So I do see a marriage coming through for you as well. But I hope that helps you, Linda. Get onto my page, Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and later on this afternoon I'll fill the rest of that in too, and there'll be a bit more of a reading there for you as well, okay?
Can I ask you whose wedding is it, please? May I ask you that?
Well, you're asking about a wedding, if you would meet someone. So I want to say, put your thinking cap on, get out there, meet people, because, yes, you can get married if you want to. Okay?
So you see me getting married, in other words.
Yes.
See me getting married soon.
Well, that's what you were asking. You wanted to know if you were going to get married again, and, yes, I am actually seeing a lady in a wedding dress. Okay? And
you know what she looks like? Can you be able to tell me what she looks like, please?
No, sorry. I'm not picking up on that, but I'm going to have to go to the next caller now because we're just about out of time. But do get on the page and have a look later on in the day, okay? Give me a few hours to put the information up there for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a wonderful weekend, Linda. Okay, now we've got Sarah from Mazo, Maine?
Mazo, Maine, Wisconsin, yes.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, now what can I do for you? What would you like to know?
I just want to know, like, the future, what's going to happen in my life, like, is there any new exciting adventures, things about family, just that.
Okay. May I ask how things are in your family? Because the cards that I've got out for you, it does show like a little bit of trouble, and it's okay that sometimes you just take a step back when you need to. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so the first one that we've got, okay, is our Ace of Cups. So we're going to read the top left box, and this is all about you. So this shows that in your life, you're here to learn about love and to teach love. It's learning love, whether it be good or bad, okay? But you're here to also show people how to love. I think in the beginning of your life things might have been a little bit hard, but you've learnt along the way. So you know how to be compassionate, look after people and show them the loving way, okay? So that's what the Ace of Cups is about. But it also does talk about new love coming in and happiness around you and sharing a home, okay? So it's all about unconditional love. Are you looking at moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
Well,
Wow.
Well,
yes, I am.
So there you go. We've got the possibility of moving as well too. Now, our second card that we've got is the Queen of Swords. Okay. Now, this is the top right box, and this is your distant past. Okay. Now, this is just letting you know that there's a woman in spirit that's around helping you as well too. Okay.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
There's a woman in spirit around helping you, like guiding you. and supporting you, and she's got dark hair. Now, it's all about needing to work together, okay, even if you don't get along. So if there's some type of thing that's happening in the family right now, it might be a time that you all need to get along just to get together. And I feel like there's something that's coming up where you need to be there to support the family, okay?
Something's coming up where I need to support the family.
Yes. So whether you get along or not, you're just going to have to try and work together as a team just to help out, okay? Because there's some important decisions that need to be made, and
Okay.
Decisions that you need to look at, okay? Long-term decisions. So it's just reminding you too, like with the Two of Staves, which is the next card that's come out. So we're reading the second box down on the left. It's about choosing to be happy, okay? So even if the people around you are miserable and they're pulling you down, it's your choice if you want to be happy or not, okay? So that's up to you. Now, the next card that's coming out is the Ten of Swords, okay? So the Ten of Swords, fourth card, so it's the second box down on the right. Now, with that, it's reminding you that there can be problems around. You need to be careful what you say because things can be misconstrued, okay? So there's miscommunication around. It's reminding that you need to get all your chores completed, all your work completed if you've left too many things undone along the way. And also this is about the end of the journey. Okay, so something that has been bugging you for a while and has been a little bit hard, this is like, it's the end of it now, and it's clearing up, okay? Now, this could also have to do with families as well too, so sometimes it's okay to back away. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to all of it, but if you get onto my page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, I'm going to have the rest of the reading up there for you, but I'll keep going with what I can because I've got less than 60 seconds to go. So the next card that's come up is the Six of Wands, or the Six of Staves, okay? Now, this is what's coming up for you, and this is about challenging times, but keeping motivated. So it is very challenging, but you need to keep your motivation to overcome your problems. And just your affirmation that I want you to have is that I overcome problems easily, okay? The next is the Hierophant, and that's all about learning your lessons along the way, okay? But I'll have the rest up on Facebook, okay, so you can read it from there. So I'd like to wish you a very happy weekend, and I shall catch you all this time next week on Friday. Now, I might be doing the reading from Bateman's Bay. I'm going down to visit my parents, which is probably about a 15-hour drive from here. So have a lovely weekend, keep safe, and we'll connect again this time next week.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
What's up? What's happening today? Let's do them pearly whites, man. Yeah. The boys, check it out.
Ooh, cute.
Are you good to try?
I'm fine.
Hey girl, what's down? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing. And it costs around $10,000. It's so not worth it.
like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
And good evening, you're listening to the Modern Mystic radio show. I'm your host, Sarah, and we're on A1R Psychic Radio, the world's #1 psychic radio network, and of course Moonstruck TV. So I hope you've been enjoying this past week of really intense energy. We've had the solar eclipse, we've also had a new moon slotted in as well, so it's been quite powerful. One of the things that I've noticed with it is, with my clients, is all of a sudden, literally from that moment of the solar eclipse, everything where that's been blocked is all of a sudden I get the brakes off. Okay, so we're getting activity, long awaited and long wanted activity finally starting to come in. So hopefully you at home can be reaping the benefits of that. So please do let me know if that is something that you are experiencing. I'll be very interested to find out. So my topic for today, what I want to have a look at and talk about a little bit, has been prompted by an email I received a couple of days ago about spirit guides. It was a young lady, she was 16, and she's had various spiritual experiences in her lifetime so far. And she was asking the question, does everybody have a spirit guide? And if so, how can you find out who your spirit guide is? How can you find out more? How can you gain a stronger connection? Now, I thought this was a really, really fascinating question. And obviously I responded to the lady, but I just thought I'd talk about it because we do all have spirit guides. Everyone has a spirit guide. And we are born with a primary one, so we'll have one from birth right through our lives, but we also have other ones that come in and out of our lives as we need them. So the primary function really for a spirit guide is to guide us and protect us, and more importantly, guide us towards our soul journey or through our soul journey. So they will know our soul plan. Okay, and they will direct us to the necessary experiences, as with our own soul, our own intuition, actually navigate us through those experiences to those experiences so we can grow spiritually and fulfill our soul's purpose for that particular lifetime. Now, quite often what I find here is that people sometimes doubt their intuition or doubt the information that they receive either from their spirit guides or from their own soul, because they think, well, if I was so intuitive, why have I ended up in this little mess? I can't be intuitive because of this. And it's not about just going through all the love and light and skipping through the fields experiences that makes our soul grow. So maybe this is something that you can relate to at home. You know, is there a situation where your intuition has directed you towards something that actually was perhaps, you know, quite a painful experience, and you've sat there and doubted your intuition? You know, it's not your intuition that's wrong, it's just that's the lesson that you needed to learn, okay? And once you can kind of take that on board, it makes it a lot easier for you to navigate through your life. Okay, so a spirit guide is a spirit, you know, a person in energy form, and you can have, you know, view it as like a wise master, or that person as a wise master, who's there to, really does truly have your best interests at heart, and is there to support you throughout your life and your journey. If you tend to be, you know, somebody that is perhaps a therapist, a counsellor, a psychic, a healer, you'll have many different spirit guides, because you're dealing with many different people. Or even if you take it out the therapist, if you look at doctors or anybody that actually works with people on the mainstream in terms of helping other people, they will have various different guides. I first became aware of two of my guides when I was around 7 or 8. Now I know what one kind of did for a living, because I could see like a uniform around this person. It's a female. I had a male and a female with me, and this was like when I was going through a difficult time spiritually and psychically. I would see faces coming towards me, one after the other, hundreds of them each and every single night, and no communication. I didn't know what was going on. And in the end, they actually took these experiences and these spirits, which is what I was picking up on, away from me. So that was my first ever experience with my guides. As I stepped into my sort of psychic role, you know, from tender age of 17, I then became aware of the other guides that are around me as well. And this is who I communicate with when I'm doing a reading. Okay, a spiritual guide is not necessarily the same as a guardian angel. They are different energies, but sometimes they can be one and the same. And sometimes your spiritual guide can actually be associated to you in terms of a past life connection as well. So I've had a few instances of this where I've been doing readings on a spiritual basis for clients that want a spiritual type of reading, where the guide that's come forward has actually shared a previous life with that person that I'm reading for, and has come in during this incarnation for them, you know, to act as their support. Right, okay, so I believe we do have our first caller. So this is, let's just have a quick look. This is Jennifer in West New York. Hi Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What, do you have a question for me? What would you like me to look at for you tonight?
Okay, I wanted to know if I will be opening up my business next year.
Next year?
Yes, 2018.
Okay, let's just have a look and see what I get for you. Right, I'm just going to pull out a few cards for you. And let's just see. So what I'm kind of getting here for you is, I feel like you are going to be opening your business I feel like it's the early part of next year. I feel like by the time we get to January, that plan is a lot firmer. It's a lot more firmer in place. I feel like I'm looking at sort of around March time here for the opening, if you like, or the start of that business. It also feels as though a lot of work has already gone into this. It's almost like back-breaking work as well. So I feel like you are ready for this next step, but the timing of that business opening is incredibly important. This is what I'm being told. You know, it's important for the success, the overall success of that business. So I feel like certain things are kind of going to slot into place for you, or there may be a situation where you've got certain delays coming in, and what you're being told is not to panic. This is to kind of steer you into opening the business at the right time, okay, for you, so it is going to be successful. Because I feel that when we start a business or something like that, it's very similar to when, like, a child is born. It's like our baby. So when that becomes a reality, when you first open your business, that needs to be done at a time, ideally, where astrologically it's very favourable for you. Does that make sense?
Yes,
so I feel, yeah. So I feel here that you know, you're on the right track. You're going in the right direction. Things are going to start moving a little bit quicker now for you over the next sort of 3 months with this business. And I feel here that it's coming in very strong, okay? So I get maybe, like I said, a couple of delays or setbacks initially, but that's about the timing, okay?
Okay.
And then I feel that I've got it, but I have got it as solid, I have got it as secure, and I have got it as successful. But this is something that I feel like you wanted to do for some time. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Right, let's just have a look here. I want to just pull out a few more cards for you. So here we've got the timing. As I'm looking at these, I'm getting more and more of a feeling of springtime of next year. Is that when you had in mind of starting your business, or are you still unclear on that?
February or March of next year, yes.
Absolutely. I feel like that timeline is what's going to happen. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
I get with this business as well, I feel, I'm seeing here financial success around it, and I feel that you're, you're more than equipped, okay, to make this thing work.
Oh, I'm not going to quit, no.
Pardon?
I'm not going to quit. I'm going to make sure it works.
Yeah, you're more than, what I'm being told here is you are more than equipped to make this work.
Sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, more than equipped.
Okay. Now,
okay.
I'm going to try to open it up with a girl. I wanted to know if I can trust her, like if she's worthy to open up the business with.
Okay. So you wanted to know about, do I have the person's name? Did you give me their name?
Yes, her name is Patricia.
Patricia. Okay, and this is somebody you're hoping to start the business with?
Yes.
Okay, let me have a look and see what I get with that particular dynamic. Let's just have a look and see what I've got for you. Right. Let's have a look and see what I get for you. I do feel that you will be the driving force in this business. I feel, I do like this person's energy. And I want to say this is the right person to sort of start up with, because I feel like you do need an extra person here. And I feel like she is good for that, but I do feel like she will need steering in the right direction here. So I feel like I've got you taking the reins with this business, but fundamentally being in control. But I feel that she is going to be the right person for you. I get a lot of positive energy around her.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming through. Wish you lots of love and light.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye. And off she goes. So what an interesting call. We have our next caller. This is Sylvia from Donegal in Ireland. Hi, Sylvia. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for me tonight?
Well, I just maybe looking for like something kind of like a general kind of reading of kind of where is my life going, or, you know,
okay,
in the next couple of months, you know.
Okay, let's have a look for you. I'm just going to deal out some cards for you, and let's just see what we have. Okay, coming in. Right. So as I'm looking at your cards, I kind of get, it's like your energy is chopping and changing in terms of direction. I feel like a decision needs to be made as to where you would like to see yourself going, because I feel what I'm being shown here with you is actually I feel like you've been through, if I look at the last couple of years, you know, quite a lot of difficulty, challenges, things not working for you. I feel that you're so, you know, there's so much, there's been so much pressure around you, and I feel as though, how can I put it, you could do with, you know, something really, really positive starting to happen here in your life, because I feel like you've also been sort of at a little bit of a standstill as well, particularly as I look at this year. It's like I've got you coming into this year with, you know, really high aspirations and high hopes, and yet still nothing has kind of happened yet, and you're getting a little bit sort of like restless. I do see, and what I feel here, I'm seeing like a door open for you once you have really made a clear-cut decision on where you would like to see yourself. Okay, so I feel like you need to be painting, because at the moment it feels like I've got lots of ideas for you, or floating around here, but not one that you really like absolutely set on. It was almost as though I feel like you how can I put it, your future is one that you are creating, absolutely, but it's like I feel you just doubt whether you can get to that goal. You doubt whether you can actually get to that stage because of the setbacks that you've had. You know, there's all good reasons for you feeling like that. Now I feel here, I want to say September, October time is where I'm getting that new door open here for you. Okay, and I feel like I've got you going in. This feels like you are going in a new direction. I feel like I've got you doing something from home. Do you have some sort of like big dream, or but something you would work from home? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I wanted to do like something in hair and makeup, so I've been thinking about doing it from home. Yeah, but I kind of just haven't done it because I don't really have the confidence to do it, you know. Yeah.
See, I feel here, once you've made that clear-cut decision, right, I'm going to do this, I get that door opening here for you, okay? You know, I can see social media being involved, you promoting yourself there, and I feel that you want to do something that is really creative, and you want to make people feel good, you know? Yeah. And this is something that you can do, and you do naturally. You are very good at what you do, okay? This will be the year that I feel you will get the ball rolling with this. Because I do see growth. I'm really drawn towards next month, okay? So I don't know whether you're going to have a little bit more time available to focus on your direction over next month. But that's where I feel I've got this new door opening for you. But it is one that I feel that you've got to, you've got to turn the handle here and push open in the sense of getting the ball rolling and just going for it. Because I feel that once you do that, it's like the floodgates open here, and it all starts to go really well. And please also bear in mind, this is what I'm being told here in terms of your confidence, that a lot of your confidence will be gained once you've stepped over that threshold. Okay? Once you've taken that leap of faith, I feel like you will be given experiences that will build that confidence. So don't worry that you don't have the confidence right now, and also don't allow that to stand in your way. The confidence will be gained along the journey. This is what I'm being told here with you. Okay? There is also a sense of you want to do this for you, and also you want to be able to prove that you're that you're more than capable. Does that make sense? And there is also a need here for you to prove your independence and to gain your independence. So you no longer are reliant on others. Does that make sense? And this is a very this is a journey that I kind of feel that you're destined to do, because it's all about empowerment for you, really empowering yourself and making yourself self-sufficient and driven, and having your own thing. Does that make sense? Having your own something that you can that is purely yours. Okay? Because there has been a lot of energy with you that's been devoted to other people. Okay? So this is what I feel you've had to do, over the past few years. All your energy has been devoted to other people, and you've not had the opportunity to really do something for yourself. Okay? So you're coming into a really powerful time where I feel that, anyone that has doubted you in the past or put you down in any way, is like, the smile's going to be wiped off their face, because I feel like you're going to prove things not only to yourself but to those around you, that that you can do this and that you're worth your weight. Does that make sense? You know what you're doing. Okay? I just want to put in a couple of other cards here just to have a look and see what I get with you. So I feel like you're more than qualified to do what you want to do. So it's not about skill. It's not about ability. You can do that. Okay? This is more about you. So you said hair and makeup. Is there another thing that you've been thinking of adding?
Singing. I was singing since I was a child, and I went to things like the X Factor and all before, and I've been trying to make my own CD. So
oh wow.
So I'm kind of in two minds of what to do.
Well, I feel like what I want to say with you, certainly over the next sort of 3 months, because this is where I feel a lot of the activity is kind of coming in for yourself, is, to go for every dream. To go for every dream, and to not necessarily put all of your eggs in one basket, so literally to go for everything, so you kind of open up your life to the universe, for it to provide, in one form or another. It may very well be the singing, or it may very well be the hair and makeup, or it may very well be both, But I'm getting 3 things here for you that I've got you doing, and this is amazing. I feel like this next step for you is probably one of the biggest, that you've had so far, in your life. Okay? And because what I get here is like total transformation, and literally, I want to say ascending, out of what you have been doing, or out of the life that you've had. Does that make sense? So your life itself is set to change very, very dramatically, in a good way. in a good way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just having a look at a few more cards here. Okay, so I do get a lot of positivity with the singing, and I feel like it can take you far. I feel like there are going to be opportunities there for you that take you overseas. You know, that take you overseas.
Right.
So, yeah, so that is, I feel, quite a strong one, but the first and foremost is kind of getting yourself off the ground and doing something creatively that you enjoy. And I'm seeing that as being supported by the universe and doors opening with it. So don't be afraid. How can I put it? Failure is not an option, okay? And failure is not what's going to happen. So I feel here this is about you just taking that first step into the water there.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to ask?
Is there any messages from Spirit or anything, or can you?
Okay, let's have a quick look here. So you do have with you a very strong, very strong elderly lady here. I get a female energy coming in for you. Very loving, very supportive of your journey, very proud of you as well. The element of excitement around this lady is really quite phenomenal. I want to say one of your biggest fans. Now, I'm seeing this as a grandmother. Is your grandmother in spirit?
No, my great grandmother would be. No, I didn't know her.
Okay, your grandmother, your great grandmother.
My
sorry.
great grandma. Yeah.
Okay, this is the energy. So I feel here that she actually reached quite a good age, you know.
Yeah.
Very good age. I'm sort of like 80s, 90s here with her. But I feel there's just such a strong connection between the two of you. She's very, very connected to you and your energy. And I feel here, you know, from the spirit world, you know, giving that love and giving that support, but also letting you know that, you know, how can I put it, you can fulfill your dreams. You do have a very, very strong, bright future ahead, and this is what she's kind of trying to reiterate here, is to kind of go for it. This is what she's saying to me, is just tell her to go for it. Know that she's loved, know that I'm here should you ever need it, okay? And I feel like this lady will come forward in very vivid dreams for you as you reach big milestones in your life in terms of your future direction.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Also, watch out for butterflies. Butterflies are her calling card. Okay.
Right. Butterflies.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. You take care.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Bye. And off she goes. So if you want to get hold of me, you can do via my website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk, or you can contact me on Facebook. I do a Facebook Live session, which is free, on my Mystic Sarah page. So you can get through to me on that and hopefully join in with that as well. That will be on this Thursday at 8 p.m. That's GMT, that's UK time. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful week. Enjoy the next shows that are coming up. Got a great week ahead for you. And I'll see you the same time next week. Love and light, and goodbye for now.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now, back to A1R on the air. Psychic Talk Radio now on Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone's week went well and it wasn't too intense for you. So tonight I will be sharing predictions for both this week and next week, since I'll be unavailable to do the show live next week. Simon and I have been busting our butts for the last couple of years, getting our businesses off the ground, so we're finally taking a much needed vacation. And, you know, through hard work and some amazing friends in our lives, we are fortunate enough to make a bucket list vacation to Hawaii a reality starting next week. So I'm super excited. So I'll get right into it because, again, I'm going to do this week's predictions and next week's predictions. That way, this show will repeat itself next Thursday for you. That way you'll have that week's predictions. Anyway. So let's get started with this week's predictions, which run through to next Thursday, August 31st. These are general predictions for everyone in areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. So let's see. Okay, so this week, the words that kind of came to mind were recovery, new prospects, new projects, spirituality, right and wrong, rules and the system being broken down. I do feel like you can expect to see some sort of disclosures and leaks about secret government programs, maybe even some UFO sightings. I feel like there's going to be some stuff that comes into your reality and your awareness that you may not have ever even considered or thought about. I do feel like there's rituals. There's also a feeling of burnout. So this week, expect to feel kind of fried, maybe feel exhausted. And then realizing like part of yourself sees life as one continuous struggle. So there's some of you that have been stuck in that cycle for a while where you subconsciously you're not even realizing that's how you view life, that it's just one continuous struggle after another. And I feel like you'll be having some awareness surrounding that this upcoming week. I do feel like lots of you will be making major adjustments, especially in how you do things. Some of you will finally recognize another layer of distorted perceptions and old attitudes and old beliefs that you didn't or couldn't see before. And this is all thanks to that eclipse energy. So take some time off to relax, be gentle with yourself, and do things in a new, easier way. Be open to new information coming into your life. This week, you can expect the unexpected, too. Some out-of-the-blue surprises will bring in something new to your life. I feel some of the new will actually be along the lines of what I call like the veils dissolving. You know, there's layers of multi-dimensional, and I won't get into all of this craziness, but the veils are dissolving polarities and oppositions. So I feel like you'll see with your whole being, kind of, you know, how intuitives and psychics, like we're all able to do this, and we're not special in that, but we tend to feel and do everything with our whole being versus just seeing with our eyes. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing this week that on some level or another. I do feel it will bring clarity and depth way beyond your current reality. For some, it will be something different than this internal process that I'm talking about. and everyone will experience this dissolving on some level or another. And again, this is thanks to the eclipse energy. It's about seeing the unseen. And seeing the unseen is more about seeing what's already around you in the here and now. And I feel like you'll become more aware of everything that's surrounding you and around you. It's all moving you to a new level of authenticity, a new level of being your true self, instead of the self that you think you should be or the self that you think others think you should be. So it really is going to be you getting more in tune with your true self. It's you. You're merging like who you were at the beginning of your incarnation with who you've become now and who you are becoming. So it's a level of you being able to embrace and pursue like your true purpose and fully walk the path of love. And again, it's going to manifest itself in different ways according to your own unique path. And everybody is in a different space and time, different levels, and we're all the same ultimately, but people will experience it in different ways because it's unique to your own growth and what it is. For you might have to get shoved a couple of times by the universe in order to realize something, where somebody else might just be able to go, oh, duh, got it. So we're all different in different capacities, but ultimately everybody's going to be experiencing something very similar. Now, some may experience this with challenges in order to work through another layer of unresolved issues. Others will almost instantaneously become self-aware and realize a big shift internally. And then for others, it will be like this gradual build. Either way, everyone will experience it to some degree. So hang on for the ride because it's going to be fun, maybe not, whatever your idea of fun is. But overall, to me, these are exciting times. It's exciting, it's scary, it's getting comfortable with the unknown, but ultimately just hang on for the ride. Let's see, work, for those of you employed, I feel like some will be struggling with staying organized and working within rules this week. It'll be a level of burnout, you're just feeling over it. I do feel like it's a good time to get involved in some groups at work or socialize in a group at work with coworkers. I do feel some will... I feel like some of you are going to be holding like training seminars, or while others will be attending those training seminars. Ultimately, there's this feeling of mentorship and teaching this week, and some will be seeking teachers and mentors, others will be finding them, and some will be being them, I guess, is the way that I could explain it. Overall, I feel like work should be going fairly well this week. For those of you who have had things rough at work lately, I do feel like you'll begin to experience some relief this week, and you'll realize the only person that you can truly control or affect in this particular situation that's been stressful at work is yourself. So just stay positive and figure out what's best for you. And, that answer may be you don't want to stay employed where you are anymore, or you figure out, what? It is what it is. I'm going to just roll with it and move on. Those of you looking for work, I do feel, I feel like this week things are kind of slow in the prospect department. I feel like you just need to do what you can behind the scenes, apply for jobs, tweak your resume, and I do feel like you need to just apply for jobs that really pique your interest, and maybe something that sparks some kind of knowing or compassion, or not compassion, passion for yourself. And I feel like you just need to apply for it even if you think you're not qualified. So just do it. Who cares if you get rejected? It doesn't matter, again, I just feel like putting that energy out there is going to work in your favor. So stay positive and keep a good attitude. It's coming. Love, committed relationships. Overall, I feel like things will be going well. It feels like everyone will be I feel like everybody's going to be playing like their traditional expected roles of societal norms, like, you know, whatever the wife role is supposed to be in a relationship and whatever the husband role is supposed to be. I kind of feel like everybody's going to be just sticking to the traditional ways of doing things, and I feel like that's probably a good route to take. I don't feel like this week is the week to buck the system, and you know, to me it feels more like an internal realization of things that may be going on within your relationships and how you think things should be. I just feel like don't outwardly express that. Just stick with your societal norms this week, and you don't want to ruffle any feathers because it's just not worth it. Save it for another day. I do feel some of you will once again have like another aha moment about what a happy and meaningful love relationship looks like for you, and I feel like there's going to be this deepening of realizing you deserve love, right? Like you deserve love, you deserve all the things that you envision and want for yourself, and I feel like that's going to be another layer happening for some of you. Now, some of you also, you know, you're still in toxic relationships, and even some that I would consider abusive relationships, whether they're mental abuse, physical abuse, but there's some level of toxicity that's happening here. And I really feel like you're going to bring another level of awareness to this and have an uplifting moment within your self-worth. I feel like, you know, really consider to choose to leave a situation that's unhealthy and abusive. You have the power to do this. Even though it may feel like you don't, I feel like let the fear be a motivator to get you some help. Reach out to anybody and everybody, outsider, stranger, anybody. It doesn't matter. Just put it out there. Call me, whatever. Just trust your instincts. If it's time to get out of this relationship, it's time to go. You deserve better. No matter what you did or ever said or done or whatever the case is, you do not deserve abuse in your life, okay? So please reach out. There's tons of resources. Don't be afraid. Okay, I won't dwell on that. Those of you looking for love, my singles, I feel you'll be having a similar aha moment and realize the person sitting across from you on the first date or second date has all sorts of red flags, and they're red flags that you've overlooked in the past with other relationships. So don't let history repeat itself. Get the hell out of there. You know, eat and go. A girl's got to eat, guys got to eat, whatever. Have your coffee and then say thanks but no thanks. Love and value yourself more, okay? So get out of that. No sense in repeating history. Finances. This week is a good week for investments that are conservative and stable. So don't take chances on unusual stocks, bonds, or methods, or, you know, somebody that you don't know and was like, hey, I heard this. You know, don't do that. Stick with conservative and stable if you're looking to invest this week. I also feel those of you who've been struggling financially, I feel this week is a good exercise for you to count your blessings and be grateful for what you do have in order to manifest more of what you want. And, you know, I know it kind of sounds silly, but I promise you, when you can bring your awareness and feel blessed, it just comes to you tenfold. You just got to give it a little time to work and practice feeling grateful for what you do have. I mean, there's something. You're alive. That's one thing to be grateful for, you know. Anything. You can find the smallest thing. Oh, I found a penny. Awesome. Just focus on those things. That way you can create more abundance in your life. And the other thing I feel like you need to focus on, one is sticking to thinking positive and working on your self-esteem, and that will help with the financial aspects. It's connected to your self-worth. Let's see. Health. The words that come to mind are discipline, order, and commitment. I do feel like those will be the theme for any health challenges that you're dealing with this week. Also, this week I feel like all my dwellers and obsessors that, you know, have a tendency to dwell on things and obsess and keep going on over and over. I do feel like this will be a week that you're going to be fighting the good fight to let go of what someone did to you or what happened in the past. Like, I just feel like past stuff is going to be coming up, and it's coming up to be resolved. So don't shove it back down, and don't try to avoid, and don't try to resist, because if you do, it's going to manifest itself in a health issue, some sort of health crisis. So, you know, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Just let it come up, and if you need some pointers on learning how to forgive people and forgive yourself, reach out to me. I'm happy to send you a list that I have of 30 ways to forgive someone. Spirituality. I feel like many of you will be concerned with your spirituality this week and the coming weeks, since your soul, consciousness, spirit, whatever word you use, it's expanding, it's growing, it's evolving. And I feel like you need to allow yourself to make consistent time for your spirituality, and then you'll see the changes in your life fairly quickly. Again, I feel like it's going to be this natural thing. People are going to be drawn. There's another great awakening that's happening, and everybody's going to be Googling, looking, and searching and seeking. Your soul is calling out. It needs fulfillment, and I feel like, you know, allow yourself to go there. Don't worry about what other people think. You need to just pursue what's inside of you. And, you know, I do feel like, again, everybody's going to be looking for new information in regards to things that you'll be experiencing internally. So I feel like, you know, a lot of you are going to be having questions next week where you're going to be experiencing things that seem really odd and strange, and it's just your awareness is expanding. Again, if you have any questions or anything, just reach out to people and you know, get some clarity. Again, big shifts that are happening. So that wraps up the predictions for this week. Let's go ahead and do a moment of Zen really quickly. And what I want to do is I just want to send you some energy to help increase your vibration, to make it a little bit easier to take on these energies that are surrounding you when it comes to expansion and awareness. So if you close your eyes, open your palms, take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Tell yourself that you're open to receive, and I'll let you know when you can open your eyes. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started with next week's predictions, which run from Thursday, August 31st through September 7th. And again, these are general predictions for everyone in areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. So the general theme for that week is belief, trust, success, money, feeling strong and good, respect, self-love. I feel like there's going to be focus on work and career. Empowerment feels very strong for that week. I feel like there's a strong feeling that many of you will be experiencing a conscious knowing of full acceptance, comfort, and confidence in who you really are, while simultaneously like revealing your natural, authentic self to your world, to the people in your life. I feel like it's going to be, there's going to be those of you that leap in and take care of it right away. Like, boom, you're just like, I'm not hiding myself anymore. This is who I am. You're coming out of the closet in whatever respect that is. In my own way, I hid my psychic abilities and all the weirdness that I can connect with out there in the universe. And it's liberating. Just be yourself. If people don't like you for who you are, who cares? You don't need them in your life. Trust me, cut them loose so that you can attract the people that are going to help empower you and make you feel amazing and that you can love and respect in return. So again, just shine. Be yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going through that the week of the 31st. And again, everyone will experience some level of a profound quiet. And I feel like it comes on unexpectedly. Like, I feel like you could be in the midst of like all these things happening around you, and then all of a sudden you just feel like you need to be quiet and you need to rest, and you just feel the need to be still and reconnect with your true core self. And, you know, that state of being is called quantum deep, and it's a beautiful experience, and I do feel like some of you are going to be having that experience the week of the 31st. Now, for all of you, I feel like a major aspect of your life is now able to move forward into your true life. And it feels like it's freedom of some sort, a new level of living your truth without restraint or fear. And I feel, you know, for me, again, a lot of it is connected to being yourself and pursuing those things that you've always wanted to pursue. And I feel like some of you will be seeing the beginnings of birthing something new and precious, something that can have a powerful effect on the world. So I feel like some of you will be awakening to your own gifts and abilities, or your own like amazing ideas of how you can pay it forward in the world and how you can affect real change in all the chaos that seems to be happening. So to me, whatever it is that you're going to tap into, to me, it feels like it's going to bring transformation, trueness, and love. So I'm super excited to see what all of this eclipse energy has just bubbled open and is going to manifest in everyone's lives. It's super exciting, and again, I feel like some of you are going to have some really powerful transformations the next couple of weeks and throughout the rest of the year. There's going to be so much growth and expansion the remainder of the year, and new and exciting things that are going to happen. And then next year, I just feel like a lot of that's going to come to fruition, and you'll really, really see the fruits of your labor. Okay, so work for those of you that are employed the week of August 31st. I do feel like there's an older male that will play a major role at work. You know, he may be a boss or a coworker in some way that may be, you know, a position above you, or you report to this person. I feel like he's wise. I feel like he's fair, but I feel like he's quick to pass judgment. And I feel like the week of the 31st, this guy is going to be extra judgy. So, but I do feel like he's a fan. I feel like he likes you, or, you know, likes the people that he works with. But for some reason, that week, he's going to be extra judgy. Don't take it personal. It's just another way the universe is trying to trigger some residual junk that you need to deal with. So if you find yourself being triggered by this person, just take a couple of deep breaths and bring some awareness to it and realize, okay, maybe I have some issues myself where I judge people, or, you know, however you need to rationalize and realize that within yourself. Let's see. Oh, I do feel like lots of you will be feeling proud of yourself. There's a sense of accomplishment at work. Even if you haven't seen any real financial gains during that week, I just feel like you'll be loving and respecting yourself more. It'll be good. It's going to be a good feeling. Those of you that are looking for work, I feel like several of you are going to land jobs that week. I definitely feel like new jobs are abound. So congratulations. I feel like you have lots to bring to the table, so be proud of yourself and just go for it. And again, I feel like it feels several. So whatever that means, there's a bunch of you. Love, committed. So I feel like any dissatisfied couples will finally be discussing what the issues are. And I feel like for some of you, it's going to be the same discussion again. And then there's those of you that have, already done the work and you've already talked about your dissatisfaction in some way. I do feel like you guys are going to be moving into this feeling of more comfort and content with each other. I do feel like some of you will be dealing with the whole equals thing, like who's doing what, who isn't taking care of the relationship, or who is carrying the weight of the relationship. So I feel like you guys are going to be talking about that Sort it out respectfully. Remember, you're on the same team and you love each other. There's no point in like bickering and fighting and blaming. Talk it out. I do feel like some of you will decide to move on after realizing the same old argument, with the same resolution, which is nada. So, you know, move on. There's no sense. Can you live the rest of your life in this relationship? You could live another 50 to 100 years. You never know. Figure it out. Those of you looking for love, I feel like some of you singles will be meeting potential soulmates, yay, who are going to love you for you. So make sure you're being 100% yourself on any dates this week, and things will fall into place nicely. Others who recently met someone new and have been hanging out a bit, I feel like you're going to find out this person's totally into you, they're vibing you guys are vibing each other, and it has a really good positive feel to it. Then there's those of you who are mentally wanting to date or have been on the market but feel like you haven't met anyone. I feel like your energy is focused more, again, on career and work and other things, so you're not really putting energy into it. And again, if your energy is all over the place, it's not going to work out. Sorry, I got to speed up. I only have a few minutes left. Finances, money, it's an upswing this week. You'll be seeing financial rewards for all your hard work. Share the wealth when and where you can, even if it's giving a couple of bucks to someone. Money's just money. You can't take it with you. And when you give from a space of love, it comes back to you. And make sure to stick a little something aside for a rainy day. Health, some of you are in need of venting your negative feelings again. Do it, get it out. Be thoughtful about how and where and when you do so. I do feel like some of you are going to just explode emotionally before realizing what happened. Apologize after the fact. Don't be a jerk. Those of you who started exercising and dieting or lifestyle changes will see or really notice the results this week. I feel like some of you are going to wake up and be like, holy crap, I got abs. Where did those come from? Or, oh my God, I'm down 5 pounds. Spirituality. Some of you have been hung up on and feeding money issues for years, focusing on lack, need, want, and security. This week it's going to shift to feeding your soul. Don't be afraid of change in your spirituality. Some of you have been stuck doing the same thing over and over again. New information is always being presented in the spirit world. There's always a deeper level of understanding. I got 10 seconds, so I can't do the moment of Zen for that week. So this wraps up the week. For this week and next week's predictions. I hope everyone has a great 2 weeks, and I will see you live again on September 7th from Kona, Hawaii. And I hope everyone has a good night, and thank you for tuning in. And if you want to get a hold of me, you know how to reach me at askrebecca@gmail.com or 407-374-3133. Thanks!
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom pat me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart,
want cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind
They have
wanders.
this video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
she gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day
today.
at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.